We're going to be talking about the 10 habits of debt-free people coming up.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to an all-new edition of the Sunday Night Sit-Down with America's #1 money couple. I'm Talaat.
And I'm Tai, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're managing money, marriage, and everything in between.
The Sunday Night Sit-Down is being brought to you by Credit Sesame.
Does your credit score have you down and looking for solutions? You may just find the answers you're looking for with Credit Sesame. Credit Sesame is your solution for a free no-hassle credit score, credit analysis, and tips for managing your money. They are here to help you take control of and have the tools you need to bring about a bright financial future. Get empowered today. There's no credit card required. Receive identity theft protection up to $50,000 and discover a marketplace for credit and loan officers that will help you get to your next level. Visit hisandhermoney.com/Credit Sesame for more details.
So we want to share with you guys 10 habits that debt-free people seem to have in common. And we gathered this list because if you are a fan of our podcast, the His and Her Money Show, you know that one of the features of that show is that we interview people who have gone through the process of becoming debt-free, and they tell us all about their journey. And to date, we've interviewed over 200 people and couples that have gone on this journey, and we have found some commonalities between their stories and even our story to debt freedom. And so we wanted to kind of break down some habits that have been consistent across the board so that maybe you can start to incorporate them into your life as well.
If you haven't done so already. All right, guys, #1 habit is they stick to a budget. I know, the B word. You guys are probably tired of hearing budget. But guys, the budget is so important. Not even, Fortune 500 companies, they stick by a budget, right?
True.
Right? So a lot of companies, they are successful because they either stick to a budget or they don't stick to a budget and they don't become successful. But you must have a budget. A budget is simply a roadmap for your money. You tell your money where to go every single month. And guys, guess what? We have a resource that will actually help you plan your paycheck on purpose. Yes. We have a very, very detailed course called Teach Me How to Budget. If you just go to teachmehowtobudget.com, you can check it out there. But we have a lot of students that are already taking the course, and they are seeing a lot of achievements around their budget. So if you need help planning your paycheck on purpose, make sure you check that out.
The second habit that we want to tell you about is the fact that they are goal-oriented. They have this target in mind, because if you don't have a destination in mind, you're just kind of going through the motions and you will lose steam and lose focus and lose motivation super easy. But people that have achieved debt freedom, they set a target, a clear target, and then they backwards plan a game plan of attack to reach that target. And because of the fact that they remain goal-oriented, guess what? They achieved the goal and they became debt-free.
That's right. Habit #3 is they create lists. That's right. They love creating to-do lists every single day. They love checking off their accomplishments. They love to see things in black and white because it gives structure to their life as well as their day. So grab those notepads and put them to use.
The next habit that you will find common amongst debt-free people is that they are spiritually grounded. Becoming debt-free is hard. Becoming debt-free is emotional, because anytime you're talking about money, you're talking about emotions. And anytime you're talking about emotions and trying to regulate them, you're going to need a little help with that. You're not going to be able to do it necessarily in your own strength. And a lot of people that we have interviewed and talked to, they were spiritually grounded. They prayed for direction. They prayed for answers. They prayed for strategy. And guess what? They used that as fuel. They use that as motivation to keep moving forward, because there's going to be times on this journey where you don't want to keep going. And because they were grounded in their spiritual faith, they were able to find the strength to continue on and achieve debt freedom.
Habit #5 is they live below their means. I know, guys, there are some people that actually think that that's a negative term, living below your means, but it actually is not. It simply means that you are not living to your capacity of what you can necessarily, or what you necessarily earn, or what you can afford. As a matter of fact, I remember when we purchased this home, the bank was trying to give us double.
Listen.
Right? We were like, no.
Nah, bruh.
No, we don't want to buy a home for that price. And we were adamant that no, this is what we want. We went in there with a goal in mind. We went in there with a plan, and we stuck with it. Now, a lot of people Sometimes they sit there at the bank, and when the banker tells them, guess what? You're not approved for $100,000. You're approved for $200,000. And they get excited. They're like, oh, really? I'm going to go find a house for $200,000. No, when you really went in there with the purpose of knowing that you can truly only afford a $100,000 house. So they are very, 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 very diligent in living below their means.
Habit number 6 is that debt-free people are generous, and not just in the sense of financial, but they're also generous with their time and their talent. We have found over and over and over and over again, and even in our personal story, that those that have achieved this never lost the sense or the sight of being a generous person. If there was times where financially things were lean because they were so focused and intentional on throwing every dollar at their debt, they volunteered or they helped tutor somebody or mentor somebody and gave up their time to help somebody else become better. If you want to be debt-free, you got to maintain a sense of generosity throughout the duration of the process. There was even a time in our own life where both of us were without employment. And guess what? We didn't stop giving. We couldn't give as much as we could have before when it came to finances, but we volunteered. We stocked shelves at a food pantry, and we volunteered more at our church. We remained generous. And because we remained generous, God made sure that we were good and that we didn't even feel it, because the Bible clearly states that you will reap what you sow. So you cannot sow stinginess and reap a harvest. If you want to be debt-free, keep generosity at the forefront of your game plan.
And habit number 7 is they seek knowledge. That's right, guys. A lot of debt-free people love to read books. They love to find resources where they're learning and they're trying to get better. And sometimes the resources aren't always free, right?
Nope.
They pay for this stuff. They pay for knowledge. They pay for this. You know, so
I know we did.
Yep, we did, and we still do, believe it or
Still
not.
do.
That's right. Yeah, and so you want to make sure that you seek knowledge in the area of whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, your goals. It may be becoming debt-free. It may be building wealth. It may be retiring. Whatever it is, get knowledge around that area.
Habit number 8 is they are legacy-minded. They don't just live in the present, but they make decisions based upon the legacy that they want to leave for those that will come after them. A lot of times they look at where they came from and they see where they want to go in life, not just so that they personally can be in a better position, but they want to position their children and their grandchildren in a better position. And with those thoughts in mind, they are able to make better decisions with their money in the present day, knowing that because of the choices that they're making today, their family will have a much brighter tomorrow.
That's right. Habit number 9 is they are very, very diligent. I mean, we can even recall a time when we were getting out of debt. We had to be diligent, right?
Yes.
And so any debt-free person or someone that's getting out of debt, they are staying the course. There are going to be so many different things that's going to try to get you off track and try to give you distractions, but you must stay diligent. Remember your goal that's in front of you and don't let anything alter you away from that.
And habit number 10, debt-free people are super resourceful. They start to get real creative when it's time to get up out of debt. They start to look for different ways that they can make income, whether that's selling a bunch of stuff in their house that they're not using, whether that's taking on extra shifts at their job, or even finding a second job. Over and over again, people that we've interviewed share different ways that they were able to bring in additional income because they knew that although they were going to be a little more tired because they had a little less sleep, although they were going to get rid of some things that maybe they had some attachment to, but they know that the dollars that those items are going to bring in is going to help them achieve debt freedom that much sooner. And because of their resourcefulness, a lot of times, a lot of the people that we interviewed hit debt freedom before they thought they would.
Yeah.
They got done quicker because of their resourcefulness.
That's right.
So these are the 10 habits of debt-free people. Why would we share this with you? Because these are habits that were developed and cultivated in these couples and individuals as they were going through the process, not after they crossed the finish line. So we want you to take a look at this list again and see where you can come up. Are there some areas here that you're not doing so good in? Are there some areas that you don't even have in your life? And these are some habits that you can start to incorporate, because if debt freedom is your goal, we want you to develop the habits now that will get you across that finish line.
That's right, guys. Well, we want to hear from you. Leave us a comment in the comment section below and let us know what are some areas that you plan to come up in, or maybe what are some things that you're doing right. We want to hear from you. Also, don't forget, give this video a thumbs up because every time you do, this video will get shared so more people can be helped just like you. And also, don't forget, share this video on Facebook or on your social media platforms, and share it also with your family and your friends. And meet us back here next Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where you will see the both of us sharing with you.
That's all we got for this time, guys. It's been great. Until next time, peace.
Bye.